Your name is Leia. You have so much social anxiety, it's crippling, but you're small, pretty, and blue-eyed, so life is easier. Your overbearing mother has pushed you into a high school career marked by cheerleading. So now you stand huddled with 12 other girls, none of which you know, and all of which frighten you in some way. They're all beautiful and better than you. Their jumps are higher and cleaner. They can stunt like they've done it all their lives because they have, and your meek back handspring is nothing compared to their whips and pulls. They're chanting, "Let's go," to pump themselves up, running before running onto the mat and starting a performance that will be the hardest 2.5 minutes of your entire year. It'll be okay though, because even though you will be performing in front of hundreds of people, you are only one of many. Few people will be able to differentiate you from the other ants on the ground. So anonymity is your best friend. The announcer calls, "Please welcome Lewis Palmer to the mat." As everyone starts running, you're running too and waving and putting on a big smile that is so big it strains all the muscles in your face. Your stomach isn't feeling so great, but you know that feeling will go away when the music starts and adrenaline pumps through your body. You find your starting point and stand there and look down. Your arms are pinned to your side, and you're worried about messing up all the stunts you're in or touching down on your tumbling pass. You're also kind of worried that the other girls hate you. It's not that they hate you, though. It's that they don't particularly care about you because you've never made any real effort to interact with them. The music begins. Now you're the strongest person on the team. Your name is Natasha, and even though you work harder than anyone here, you don't look the part. That is to say, you're not skinny or blonde like 90% of the cheerleaders at the stadium. You are, at the very least, much stronger than anyone on your team, and that's why you're center base. When the first chime rings, the skinny blonde girl jumps into your hands and you hoist her up onto your shoulders. Despite how physically small she is, the muscle she's built up the past couple of years makes her unreasonably heavy. Still, you make it look easy. Even when she shifts her weight to only one of your hands to perform a liberty, you power through and press upward. In the past, she has lost her balance and kicked you in the face after panicking while falling. Luckily, she's skilled enough now that if she hurts you on the way down, it's your fault. LPHS, we are the best, is huffed out of you while you are staring up the skirt of another girl. It's a strange place to be, but you like it here. This is a sport where you can be the best. Right now, you're not the front runner, but you're only a junior. As she's coming down onto you, you hold out your hands to catch her. But at this moment, you also have to remember that you need to do it with a smile. Now your name is Elise, and you were just in the air with her name doesn't matter, supporting you. After all, you're just going to cut her out of the photos you post to Instagram later. All that matters is that the audience sees you. It's your senior year, and you've been the star on this team since day one. You're blonde and skinny, and that's only because you put effort into the way you look every day. $100 or nothing if your hair needs more highlights. 100 calories are everything if you need to lose some weight to maintain your flyer position. You've earned this. With constant workouts and dieting and training, you've become the best flyer on the team. You're also not like the other two flyers. They're both naturally skinny, and everything they do is always so effortless. Your motions are precise and controlled because you've made yourself into what you are. Yell it with me, you scream, with the most exuberant facial features out of anyone on the team. Last year, your stunt had fallen, losing the entire team a slot in the final round. This year, your last year, you're staying up even if there's no one underneath you. You worked too hard for this to give up now. You've shifted to a girl named Emma. You joined the team in your senior year because your friend with a gymnastics background wanted to do it, but she didn't want to be alone. You know how to do absolutely nothing. They assigned you to the back position of jumps because that way no one will see you, and you've been told to squat while everyone else stumbles. You don't care about winning or losing, but too many people on this team care for you to screw this up. You miss the times when you could just go home and sit. For the past 7 months, it's been endless workouts and training sessions. You've hurt yourself and others a couple times accidentally, but the coach never seems to care all that much about injuries. You've been studying psychology in school, and from what you've learned and noticed about these girls, a lot of them appear to be deeply narcissistic while also highly insecure. You're glad you only have to do this once, but while squatting at the back of the mat, you can't help but wish you could do some kind of flip. It might not be worth the concussion, but it would certainly be fun. Maybe later you'll try to join a gymnastic class and learn some of the basics. That, however, is also not going to happen. Now you've returned to your flyer's body. Your body is moving forward with full force as you lean towards the ground for a round off back handspring whip and then tuck. You have the second hardest tumbling pass on the team, despite all your efforts to get the most difficult pass. One girl is still a better tumbler than you. You don't have it yet in you to pull out a standing full. If you're being frank with yourself, you don't even have it in you to land your given pass 100% of the time. Before coming on stage, you thought about the time your coach yelled at you to be a leader after you asked if you could have a reduced tumbling pass during a normal practice warm-up. Then when you threw the whole pass, you didn't know what was happening until you were on your back and the wind was blown from you as you started gasping for air. Someone asked if they should call an ambulance, but the coach said no. Everyone stopped practice and had to leave while the coach sat next to you trying to determine the extent of your injuries. They weren't bad enough for the coach to pull you out of the routine, and you're thankful for this. As you land your back tuck, you smile to the crowd. This only lasts a moment, though, because now you get to go in for your biggest role, your center flyer in the pyramid, which means you'll have about 5 pairs of arms on you as you flip and toss yourself in the air. It's an amazing feeling having so many hands supporting you because it feels like you can't fail. This, however, is not true, as just a week ago, that pyramid caved in on itself and girls were thrust into arms not responsible for them. Luckily, no one was severely injured, so the team can continue, and you get to be the face of it. As the pyramid comes to the end, you're living in Natasha's body at the bottom again now. It's heavy down here, but your body has so much adrenaline in it that you can't feel the exhaustion setting in yet. You're happy about this now, but in a month or two, when your back starts aching from all the stress you put on it, and you're still not in the center position of the dancing section, you won't get off on this high anymore. After you graduate, you'll wish you didn't destroy your body doing pointless and dangerous stunts, but that won't be for another year. All the skills you learned from this will fade by 2 years, and you'll have nothing but the headaches that are always worse after a concussion. You lower Elise down and run to your final position for the performance. All you have to do now is dance to finish it off. You're to the side, but reasonably up front, so it makes you feel a little superior to the girls in the back. Your tumbling pass and stunts all hit, so this is going to be a big win for you if no one else. If anyone else fell, the coach is going to yell at all of you though, so you're not excited to come off the mat. But you're still proud. Here, doing a few stiff motions to an overplayed pop song, you are magnificent. Maybe next year you could be the star. As the dance finishes and all the girls whip their ponies, you are finally back in the body you began with, Logan. You feel pretty good about yourself right now because everything you did well. Any point deductions can be blamed on someone else for once. Your excitement is quickly overshadowed though, because after the song ended, everyone moves from their last position and goes to hug the person on the team they feel closest with. But no one approaches you, and you don't know what to do with yourself, so you freeze in your spot, wait for a second, then slowly begin walking off the mat. Everyone else is shooed off the mat so the next team can perform, and you and your team all start to form a little circle around your coach. You're worried she's going to yell at you again. Maybe you didn't look happy enough towards the end. You hope for the best, and if not, at least competition season is over, so none of this will matter anymore anyway. Maybe next season, you'll be able to get to know some of the other girls a little more so you can make some friends like your mom wanted. Your coach yells to get everyone's attention, and you feel your stomach twist itself in knots about everything she might say. It's possible you didn't do a good job after all. The next thing you hear is, honestly, girls, that was pretty good. I just don't think finals are going to happen for you.